Your Majesty, King Mohammed VI, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to have the opportunity to participate in this important meeting today, while regretting, of course, not to be able to join in person because of a prior commitment. I would like to express my gratitude to you, Your Majesty, and to the National Human Rights Council of Morocco for convening the second edition of the World Human Rights Forum and its special event on the post-2015 development agenda. From our perspective at the UN Secretariat, these events are very timely. Indeed, the United Nations are in the midst of a process to define a new framework to succeed the Millennium Development Goals, the so-called post-2015 development agenda, which will culminate in a summit to be held here in New York in September 2015 on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the UN. This post-2015 development agenda is both a great opportunity and a huge responsibility for the international community. The MDGs have proven to be a powerful tool in embodying a shared global vision and development framework. They helped focus international and national responses to poverty and hunger and helped advance human development. However, the MDGs did not adequately address many other issues such as productive employment, social protection, inequalities, social exclusion, peace and security, governance, the rule of law, and most importantly, human rights. We, the peoples of the United Nations. The first phrase of the United Nations Founding Charter highlights the inclusive nature of the United Nations. Inclusion and social participation are the underlying foundation of the creation of the United Nations. The post-2015 development agenda aims to bring humanity together under a common aspiration: the well-being of present and future generations, an agenda for people and planet. The Open Working Group on Sustainable Development Goals that concluded its work in July of this year proposed a set of 17 goals and 169 targets. This framework is profoundly different from the Millennium Development Goals. While it unambiguously addresses the unfinished business of the MDGs, it proposes a shared vision of humanity in 2030. This shared vision, which is anchored in the values of the United Nations and in human rights, has at its core the eradication of extreme poverty by 2030. If you study these goals and targets, you will find that they are characterized by a strong sense of universality and equality, and the affirmation that no one must be left behind. Actually, most of the goals and many of the targets stipulate that all should benefit from its achievement. So much so that it becomes clear that the Sustainable Development Goals will only be achieved if they are achieved for everyone. This means that if these goals are adopted as they are currently formulated, we can no longer hide behind averages. If these SDGs are to be achieved by 2030, we must be aware of and focus adequate attention on vulnerable groups, on those in chronic humanitarian situations, on those who are displaced or who have no legal identity. You see, to make this new vision a reality, humanitarian action and the realization of all human rights, including the right to development, become essential enablers. Now is the time to step up our efforts, strengthen the necessary partnerships, and collectively confront the persistent challenges people and the planet have been facing. Only in this way will we be able to build a more secure, resilient, just and sustainable future for all. I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to assist the post-2015 session during the forum, where you will be able to learn more about the World We Want 2015 platform and the My World survey as instruments that are bringing the voices of millions of people around the world into the UN. I would like to invite you to engage with your decision makers, your parliamentarians and other representatives to strengthen the dialogue, discuss what this post-2015 development agenda means for your country, for your region and your local community, and ensure that Come September 2015, we are all standing on the starting line, ready to renew our engagement to continue to fight for sustainable development and to ensure human rights worldwide. I wish you every success in your deliberations and thank you for your attention.